Yeah, it's KC. TunaBeats.com.
You make me feel like world is a better place.
Like a better place.
You seem to me like you were from outer space.
From outer space.
When I see the rain, you make me see the sun. When I feel the pain, you make me feel the love. 'Cause you make me feel like world is a better place.
Like a better place. When life brings you down in such shitty place, I always find peace when I look upon your face. Never feel lost, no, I never feel alone. I never feel lonely, girl, with you about my home. I look upon the news and see the world fall apart, but here the sun is shining, glaring right from your heart. Living day to day is something that we do. My world lights up every time I look at you. When your body comes around, it's hard not to lose control. My heart beats through my chest, just let the moment unfold. Kisses on your necks and the chill through your spine. I lay right here forever, your heart all wrapped up in mine. In the bed we tumble around, making love and chasing dreams. I'm loving every moment that those eyes be caught on me. Rubbing up beside you, I touch your skin with grace. Living in this moment cause I'm in a better place.
You make me feel like world is a better place.
Like a better place.
You seem to me like you are from outer space.
From outer space.
When I see the rain, you make me see the sun. When I feel the pain, you make me feel the love. 'Cause you make me feel like world is a better place.
Look at me, I'm blessed. Ain't no more stress to deal with. I'm trying to build a future for you, cause some of these niggas will ruin it for you. Please don't take it like I don't love you, cause I do. And you will always be precious to me. This is better than money. I never knew you would be a part of me. I promise just to keep you safe. Just ignore the bullshit that comes away. Because I got you. You know I got you, cause you a star that guy got me wishing on. Got me a bright smile on my face. This is more than the grand. This a new begin. When you gotta keep your faith in God and keep your head up. I don't let nobody tell you different. Cause Lucifer was once an angel in the sky. Ain't no limit. I pray to God you hear this song before I die. But first and foremost, I gotta say, I'm glad to make you mine. I'm glad to call you mine. I'm blessed to say you're mine.
You
I love you.
make me feel like world is a better
That's a
place.
feeling.
Like a better place.
KC.
You seem to me like you
This
were
is for
from
you.
outer space.
From outer space.
I love you.
When I see the rain, you make me see the sun. When I feel the pain, you make me feel the love. 'Cause you make me feel like world is a better place.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Here we are back at it, back in the booth, doing our thing. Alright, so I hope everybody's been staying warm out there this week. It's been a nice and toasty one. I know all the way across the United States, the heartland, it has been hot. There's a heat dome that's moved in. And I'm telling you right now, if you're working outside, I hope you are working at night. Because let me tell you, I know you guys can probably hear I got an air conditioner, a few fans running here in the studio space. Because let me tell you, it is hot. It is the middle of the night and it is still hot. So, welcome. Like always, just to start out with, let you guys know, if you like what we got going on here, you want to stay informed as to what's going on on the page, then please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. I know we have gotten a couple new subscribers in the past week. Still trying to grow this channel. I know most of the channels gotten where it's at as far as subscribers due to the music, but I am really wanting to push this live streaming format. So if you guys could help me out with that, share it on Facebook, Twitter, or X rather, and Instagram, just any other platform that you guys got that you can share it on to. Help your boy out and push it out there. So like I said, best way to stay informed and support the channel is to hit the bell icon. So what up, what up, what up? Look like y'all can see my pop filter in there. Alright, so just wanted to come on here tonight and do a quick little live stream. Probably gonna be one of the quicker ones that we have done. Just gonna go over finding beats. Just something that just one of the easiest, simplest things. Sometimes can be one of the hardest things when you are making music, is to acquire a beat. So, as far as copyrights go, copyright is a real thing. I've heard a lot when it comes to artists, you know, find a song and write on a beat and the song blows up, and then they end up with a 70-30 split with 70% going to a producer, all because they tried to take a song and make money off of it when they did not actually own the rights to the track. So one of the tricks that I'm about to show you tonight, this is for promotional use only. Now if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll notice that I have, like, let's see, it's 80 videos on there, and at least 70 of those are songs. So that's a lot of music. But if you go to like Pandora or Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, any channel like that, then one thing that you'll notice is I have a lot less songs that are actually official drops. And the reason being for that is that you can record on any beat and use that for promotional content. So any song that you find that's, you know, if you find an open beat on YouTube, then by all means you can download that beat and you can hop on that track. And that right there, you know, you can use for promotional content. So you can record on that song, drop it on your YouTube, and use that as promotional content. But as far as it goes, if you was to take that same beat and drop that on, say, Pandora or Spotify, somewhere where you're gonna get paid for it, then that content can come back to bite you in the ass. So with that being said, when you are getting started out, you know, like, it is okay to, you know, record on some YouTube beats and use those to practice and, you know, drop those for promotional content. Like, it's okay to do that. I know a lot of people will hate on that when they get further in the game, but I feel like a lot of people actually, when they start out, you know, they do the same stuff, and then it just seems like when they get into the game and, you know, get further progressed down the road, it's real easy for them to turn around and talk smack to other artists for doing the same thing that they was doing when they first started out. So don't let people hate on you for, where you find your beats. Now I do recommend that if you want to make money off a song, there are multiple ways to, find beats that you can legally make money off of. First thing, now I've done this myself. More than a few of my songs that are actual official drops have been dropped on beats that I have purchased offline from, say, like Legion Beats. And those beats do come with contracts. When you download a beat from them, you purchase a beat, you download it. The only thing I really don't like about doing that is because a lot of producers that, say like Legion Beats or Anno Domini, them bigger producers like that, like they'll turn around and they'll make a beat and they'll license it to you. They'll give you that contract, but then they'll turn around and sell that same beat to like 100 other artists. So at the end of the day, you'll come to find, eventually you might be listening to a track and be like, oh, here's my jam, I did this, and then find out, oh man, somebody else done recorded on that. One thing that they do that I do kind of support, but in the same sense, they will get a bigger artist to come in and record a verse on a beat, and then they'll turn around and they'll sell, like a pack of beats, and that big artist feature will be like the cherry on top, but you end up with like 50 different songs, with the same verse from the same artist. So, I do support it because it does give up and coming artists a chance to work with bigger artists, but in the same sense, like I do feel like, really you get what you pay for. So if you end up, buying one of those features off one of those producers, like you're gonna have to go into it knowing that there's gonna be other artists out there that have that exact same verse on their tracks. So I always recommend that if you are trying to get a feature from a bigger artist, to just put in the work, do the networking, and grind, and get to a point to where you can contact that artist and get a feature from that artist yourself, something that's going to be original and unique to just the project that you're working on with that artist. So, I highly recommend doing that. Like I said, you can get beats from producers like that. You can also make your own beats. Me personally, I've been working on producing beats, like just to get into the production part of the aspect, so I can start producing my own beats, and then I can put my own lyrics on them, record it, mix it down, and then I have a project that I have done from start to finish. So respond to this right here. I don't know who Summer S613 is, but hey, in return to you, appreciate you coming on here and watching the live stream. So now back to the topic. Like, I have been getting into the production part, trying to, produce my own beats, and you can find all those on YouTube on the KC of SOSMG channel. So there is a playlist that is labeled beats, and the beats that are on that playlist are beats that I have produced myself in the studio. So if you like those, definitely give those a like and a share. I know there's one on there that eventually I do want to write a track on. So I think it would be cool. You know, it's a good beat. I really vibe to it. Was in a place when I made the beat, and I really like the feel of it, and I really want to record on it. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get in here and, excuse me, show you guys some stuff. Alright, so if you're looking in front of you, we have the KC of SOSMG YouTube. And like I said, you can go to playlist and you can see that we do have multiple playlists on here. So first of all, we got the live stream / podcast, whatever you want to call it, right here. And these three right here are different mixtapes I made when I first started making music. And then we got the beats by KC of SOSMG. So what I wanted to show you guys, we're going to get it on here. Now, this is the beat that I was talking about that I wanted to record on, and but what I want to do is I want to show you guys. Alright, so I want to show you guys when you're just starting out, you know, just how to get a beat off of YouTube and get that beat on your computer to, you know, record on that and use that for practice. So what you're gonna do, the first thing, you're gonna go up to the top and you are going to copy. You are going to copy that address. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you are going to type in YouTube to MP3 converter. And then you are going to, you know, there's going to be a lot of these converters. You know, me personally, I always just click on, let's see. Yep, I normally click on one of the first ones that come up. Pretty much all of them are going to look the same. You're gonna have a search bar in here. Down here at the bottom, you may possibly have like different options for, you know, how you wanna mix it. But what you're gonna do is you are gonna paste that into that search box. Now, as you can see, when you do that, it's gonna start working. And what it is doing right now is it is actually finding the beat on YouTube. It's going to that address that you put into there, and it is finding that beat, and then it is going to mix it down to an audio file. So let's see, this one seems to be taking all day, so let's just go back to this one. And if I've actually used this one quite a bit myself, just searching here. And these websites are gonna make me out to be a liar. You know, like I said, here's another one. They all really have about the same setup here. So it's gonna work on mixing it down. Now, it's a pretty simple process. Once it mixes it down, you just hit download. You can see it pulls the beat up right here, and then just click download MP3. And once you download the MP3, one thing I will say about these websites is that when you're on these websites, they like to trick you a lot. Just for instance, how many download buttons do you see on this screen right now? I highly recommend, make sure that you're pushing the right download button when you do this. Because if you look on this screen, if you click this right here, you're getting this product up here. The one you want right here, download MP3. A lot of them are going to say MP3. Download MP3. Now you might run into a website that when you get on the website, it'll give you options to either download it as, say, an MP3 or maybe a WMA file. But it'll give you multiple options as far as, okay, what kind of audio file do I want to download this beat as? And you can click different ones. So just make sure that when you're downloading the beat that you are definitely clicking the right download button, because as far as it goes, it will get you and you will download the wrong product thinking that you're downloading the right product. So after you download it, when I download beats, I normally click show in folder. That way it just brings up the folder that I was using. You know, like me personally, I always download beats into my downloads file. So, you know, I just click show on folder. Then you would open up your DAW, your digital audio workspace, and just load it into your studio like normal. Just throw it in there, it'll load it up. One thing I will tell you is that don't delete the beat just because you threw it in the studio, because when you throw that beat into the studio, the only thing your studio's really doing is reading it out of the file that it's in. So it's actually not mixed with the song until you mix that song down to an MP3. So if you throw the beat into the studio and then you turn around and delete the beat, you're gonna find out that next time you open it up, you click on that project, it's gonna be searching for that beat, because when you loaded it up, it said that beat is in that space and you deleted it. So now it's gonna go back. You know, it's like looking in the silverware drawer for a spoon. You know, the spoon is supposed to be in the drawer, but if somebody else comes along and takes that spoon and throws it in the trash can, like, you're not gonna find that spoon in the drawer. So make sure that you keep that beat at least as long as you're working on that project. Now you can delete the beat after you've mixed it down to an MP3 file and you'll be fine. You'll have to re-download that beat if you ever want to go back and work on that project again. But like, it's not gonna look for that beat when you play the song that you've actually mixed down. And like I said, be mindful to copyrights and always give people credit for their work. If somebody produced a beat, you know what I'm saying, put that in the metadata and shout them out, you know what I'm saying, give them credit for their work. Like, that's just a nice thing to do so you're not so douchey. Like, the next thing I will say is exclusive beats. You know what I'm saying? When I was talking earlier about Amino Domini and Legion Beats and some of those bigger producers, you know, doing their thing, you know, like I said, they will license you beats, and normally they have different kinds of license. So you can, you know, get a beat for $25, but it's only gonna allow you to have so much. Like, you might only be able to do one music video and, you know, post it on one platform, to where if you was, you know, got the higher license, you know, $50, $100, you'd be able to put it on a lot more platforms, be able to make a lot more money off of it. So always go through the contract and read the license that comes with the beats, because that's going to tell you, you know, how you can use the beats, how you need to format the metadata. There's going to be a lot of information in that contract to tell you how you can actually utilize that beat. And that's my next piece of advice: buy exclusives. So you might be able to license a beat for $25, or say get a platinum license for, you know, $150. But if you paid the $300, you can have the exclusive beat. And at that point, you own the beat. Like, that is your stuff at that point. They actually transfer ownership of that beat to you. So if somebody else was to use that beat, you can actually turn around and sue them because you have exclusive rights to that beat. So, you know, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that, you know, like finding beats, making beats, you know what I mean? Just like, that's like the first step of getting into making music, is, you know, the backtrack or the beat that you're gonna put it on. Like I said, I would recommend doing as much as you can yourself. You know, if you are self-sufficient, me personally, I have the equipment to make the beat. I can turn around, write the material, and then record the material, engineer the material down to a decent quality track that you would actually want to listen to. The more you can do yourself is always going to be a better option. It's going to save you money in the long run. Now, granted, in order to do something like that, you're going to have to invest in yourself along the way. So I wouldn't be able to do that if I hadn't been building a studio for the past 7 years. I wouldn't be sitting in front of this mic either. So, you know, and you don't have to have a fancy setup. You can take a little MIDI keyboard and you can hook that up to a laptop, and as long as the processor and the RAM can handle it, then you will be able to, you know, make a beat right there on a laptop. Like I said in a previous video, when I started out, I didn't have the microphone I have now. I had a $15 USB condense mic hooked up to an HP laptop, and I was running like Mixcraft 6, I think, at the time. So you don't have to have a fancy setup. You know, you can engineer and mix with headphones if you have to. Now, I highly recommend, you know, do something like I did along the way, to where, you know, you just upgrade a piece at a time here and there as you can afford to. I mean, I have a pretty decent setup now, but that setup was 7 years in the making. So I highly recommend invest in yourself as much as you can. Invest in your own beats, invest in your own setup. You know, the more you invest in yourself, the better chance you have to be independent at the end of the day. You're not gonna sit there and have a label trying to push your material out the door at a quicker pace than what you're trying to make it. So, like I said, just wanted to come on here, you know, middle of the night while it's not hot, cause whew, has it been hot, boy, let me tell you. So everybody stay hydrated, stay cool out there. Don't be out there trying to be a hero. If you get hot, it is not with your life, bruh. Sit down, take a break, get some water in you, and just be safe. We only got, I think, maybe another week or two of this hot weather, and I think it's supposed to change. So, you know, for everybody out there that's stuck underneath this hot dome with no rain, you know, I'm right there with you. Like, I'm stuck in Indiana under that hot dome with you. So, like I said, if you want to stay up to date with what we got going on, hit the bell icon. That's going to be the best way to do that. Or find your boy on Facebook at KC of SOSMG. We drop all updates on there. And really, I think that's about it for the night. Like I said last time we was talking, I think September 29th is going to be the next chance to be able to see me at Pierre's in Fort Wayne. So if you want to come see me live on stage, Pierre's in Fort Wayne's going to be probably your next opportunity to do that. Possibly the first, Louisville, Kentucky. I'm not sure about that one, but you know, if that ends up being an option, I will let you guys know. So that's going to be it for tonight's live stream. Until next time, this is your boy, KC, and we are out.